I think 8 p.m. is actually the key spot to have. Like, that is the most coveted TV spot to have. And that's the spot that Tucker Carlson used to fill at Fox News. And now you'd actually notice that the 5, which is at 5 o'clock, is actually getting more viewership than the coveted 8 p.m. spot. I just think it's an important thing to recognize that there's a reason we shoot at 8 p.m. and 8 p.m. is when like football games and everything would start. It's the key timing when people get home and what have you. They're getting less. Waters is getting less views more often than not than the 5 is a 5.
However, Jesse Waters is like the principal personality of the 5.
Correct.
So
I think there's still something to say.
Waters is like the man at Fox News right now.
Yeah.
And it's Waters and Gutfeld basically. I guess I don't know. Look, I mean, Hannity's getting 300,000.
In a roundabout way, Tim, I guess I'm saying that Jesse Waters doesn't fill Tucker Carlson's shoes, who had big shoes to fill when Bill O'Reilly left too. So.
Oh yeah, and that's crazy. They got rid of Tucker Carlson. That
totally
was absolutely nuts.
I think Tucker would still be doing monster numbers more than Jesse Waters, but it seems as though he's more interested in doing the Tucker Carlson network stuff.
I gotta say, like, it is. Look, when I turn on Fox News, do you know what the advertisements are?
Pharmaceuticals for old people.
Yeah. And street EKGs. Have you seen that commercial?
No. Is My Pillow still there too?
No, not so much. Not so much. Not that I've seen. They have this one commercial where it's a guy. He's like, I am not in a doctor's office. I'm not even a doctor. I'm in the street. And you can get a medical grade EKG by putting your fingers on this thing. How much do you think that costs? And reverse mortgages.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong. Like, older people, elderly need services too, and there are services advertised to them. They actually have a disproportionate amount of wealth. There's a lot of hyper-concentrated wealth and power in the 65-plus demographic. Now, when we look at the average age of viewers on these networks, it's around 70 years old right now. Because, to be honest, like 7 years ago, we were talking about this. The average age was like 65. So I could arguably be like, it's probably 70 now, but I think it's 69, 70 years old. We also see with the Real Clear Politics age breakdown, the only age bracket that opposes Trump is 70 plus. All of this wealth, home ownership, corporate equities is about 10 years away from just being up in the air. The votes are gone. The properties are, where do they go? The corporate equities, where do they go? And all of these channels, nothing. Yo, I don't know. I did a quick Google search once. Actually, let me do a quick Google search now. Jesse Waters salary. And we're picking on Jesse Waters, which I'm a fan, by the way. That's why I went on a show. What do you guys think his salary is listed as?
It's gonna be a couple million a year, at least. I don't know.
He's one of their number ones 8 p.m. coveted slot guy. $5 million a year.
What do you think?
I'm going 5.
This is what it says when you Google it. It says $5 million a year. Yeah. How are they gonna pay this guy $5 million a year if he's pulling in $300K per episode?
Well, especially if they lose the pharmaceutical companies.
Right.
Well,
that's why they
10 years. You're asking in 10 years, will he be able to pull in that? I mean, he can do it right now because, as you said, the disproportionate amount of wealth on the boomer market that they're appealing to.
So right now, there's also carriage fees too. But young people don't have cable. So I'm wondering, this whole thing's going belly up in 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a quick Google search on Hannity. His salary is estimated at $36 million. God. You know, again, I shouldn't pick on Fox News. We should look at like Anderson Cooper, right?
I think there's also, it's worth mentioning that like most of Fox News's biggest stars have ended up leaving Fox and ended up becoming independent Tim Pool type creators, if you will, podcasters. Megyn Kelly, for example, Tucker Carlson. I'm sure I'm forgetting some others, but like a lot of their best talent, most recognizable talent has left. And it really is a sign of where things are to go. But also working at Fox News must be great because you're tapped into getting tapped on the shoulder by President Trump and being brought on board in the cabinet or something.
Yeah. I'm just, I'm sitting here Google searching salaries, and Anderson Cooper's salary is estimated at $20 million a year. For a guy who pulls in $100K in the key demo, I'm just wondering, look, let's not even do that. Anderson Cooper total viewership, 582,000. Okay, let's just do some math. How many commercials do you think aired during 1 hour of Anderson Cooper's show? Like, honest, how many commercials? It could be like 3 per break.
Probably one every 10 minutes.
15, 15 to 20.
Mm-hmm. 15 to 20. To be fair, that could be a lot of money with 500,000 views. So if you're talking 10K, you could be doing 150,000 per episode. You could at 500,000 total viewers, you could be 582. You're with a standard CPM. You could be charging $10,000 per ad. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.